All right, the green Protoss on the left side of Sandshorn Mist. This was a map chosen by Nerchio, so we'll see if he's going to have any success here. Nerchio is the red Zerg over here on the right side of Sandshorn Mist. MaNa, the green Protoss, over on the left. So PVZ once again here. MaNa has already taken out Paranoid and Bly, two of Acer's other Zergs. Nerchio is probably the one with the most notoriety, I would say, out of these this Zerg trio that we've seen so far. And we'll see if he's going to have what it takes. It looks like he's not building any drones, is he? He's not building any drones.
He's not building any drones. And there goes the 8 pool.
Oh my goodness.
So this is so interesting, and this is because Acer's last couple of Zergs have been doing such early aggression against Protoss. Now, is this the standard metagame against Protoss? Here and there. A lot of Zergs tried. I mean, when Zergs try to do it, it's really to keep Protoss on 2 bases. But MaNa's not even stopping. He fends it off and instantly grabs a 3rd base, even though Zerg can easily resupply in another army. MaNa is just unstoppable. He does what he wants to do. So it's very, very curious to see this. Now, the probe does come in, scouts off that 8 pool, and at MaNa's level, he'll know exactly at the health count, and given the time that this is at, that he'll know that this is an 8 pool. This wasn't any other type of pool. The probe actually coming in here doing a little bit of harassment on that drone. It looks like that drone may just die. No, he does survive. And the probe is warded off, but now he knows 6 drones, 6 Zergling on the way. The Forge trying to go down. Is MaNa going to be able to get it up in time?
I think he'll be all right. He's going to get probably 1 cannon up. By the time these Lings get around to him, he's going to try and stall with the probe, but Nerchio a little bit too smart for that. Not going to go for the bait. He's just going to continue running across the middle of Sandshorn Mist. He'll, you know, run right past that Space Shark floating by the Xel'Naga Tower, the guardian of Sandshorn Mists. And I think 1 cannon might come up. We'll see if MaNa's timing is right.
He's doing it perfectly. He's putting that cannon over at his main base.
There we go.
The natural's lost. You can't stop the Zergling from running in. You can't stop the signal mail. These Zergling going straight on into the main base, and this is where it's going to get very, very interesting. I like the little choke point that he made out of the photon cannon, using the gateway as another way to kind of stop all the surface area. The probes get a very, very nice round and take out one of those Zergling. 2 of those Zergling?
No, just 1, I believe. A couple of them held back. No, actually, yeah, I guess he did get 2.
Yeah, he took 2 of those Zergling out already, so very, very good manarding coming out here from MaNa. But Nerchio, of course, is not making this all in. He's got more drones coming out. He's already got his queen out already, so he's going to get those nice larva injects. Mana Pylon was put down here by MaNa at the natural base.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised Nerchio didn't just go back and, you know, guarantee kill on that Pylon and Forge. I mean, he still could, but now the gateway's finished, and the Zealot could be out by the time that Forge gets taken out. Pylon back at Nerchio's Natural is going to get killed off, no problem, and 5 drones, a wave of 5 drones just now getting finished for Nerchio is going to put him in a pretty good position. Both players supply blocked, actually, at this moment. I'm not sure where the Overlord got splattered. How did Nerchio get supply blocked?
Did he extractor trick?
It's possible. I
mean, it's only 1 supply, so it might have been just a very quick extractor trick just to get another couple of Zergling out.
Yeah, there's no anti-air, so there has to be it.
That Zealot is now out. The Pylon going back up for that Forge, and those Zergling are warded off for now. They're going to come in. They're going to try and get a nice little surround on that Zealot. Is there going to be some pretty good micro coming out from either of these players? It looks like, yes, that Zealot is going to survive that onslaught of Zergling with just 12 health left.
I can't believe that. I thought the Lings had it for sure there, but the added damage from that probe actually managed to make the difference. And the hatch is about halfway done now for Nerchio. Back at his main, no gas has been taken, so he's still going pure drone Ling for the time being, so no speed for these little guys for any time soon. Back at MaNa's base, he does have a Cybernetics core already pumping away on that warp gate tech, so he can start, you know, stabilizing a little bit. Also dropping a Nexus, also up by 1 supply. So MaNa in pretty good shape so far.
Yeah, MaNa is sitting in a really good spot. I can't believe he held that off so well. And I mean, that's just what we expect from MaNa over those past couple of games. Try and do the early aggression on him, just not going to work out so well.
Yep, and just the second gateway coming up now for MaNa. He's got Warp Gate Tech about 75% done. He can start flipping those over. Nerchio taking a 3rd base relatively quickly, under 7 minutes. So still pretty fast, especially after starting with an 8 pool.
Yeah, finishing off with an 8 pool.
Yeah.
So.
And these queens,
be interesting.
Queens are going to try to repel this Stalker. MaNa doesn't look too interested in losing a Stalker right now. He is actually going to check out the third base location and be pretty excited to find this here. He's also got a probe building a pylon in sight of the Overlord. I don't know if I would have done that, but whatever. Nerchio obviously knows about it.
He's already been discovered. His plot has been unfurled here, but now a bunch of Lings coming over here to defend that third base. Can those Lings do it? There is only one Stalker. He can outrun them right now as there's no speed on those Lings. I believe, yeah, 295 to 295. So if he ran early enough, he would have been fine. But here comes that Proxy Pylon, now going to get taken out by these Lings. A Zealot did get warped in, and he will get taken out immediately. Now the Queen and 2 drones are going to nibble on that Stalker to death.
Get him, drones. Oh, the Lings will come back and finish him up any moment.
There we go. That nice little surround will finish that off.
All right, so now...
Looking over at MaNa's base, he's got +1 weapons on the way. He's got a good amount of gateways as well. He's up to 6 right now, so... Sorry, 5 right now. I can count. We'll see what he's going to be doing. He's got Warp Gate finished up already as well. So we might see some very, very heavy aggression following suit.
Yep, this is quite a large number of gateways. We saw him do this against Paranoid, went with sort of the brute force method. And now, I'm not sure what Nerchio is going to be able to do. That's a pretty stout wall he's got going on there. Even though it's 1 pylon, he's got 4 sentries available for force fields. Baneling's not going to be able to do anything. Roaches really will maybe pick off one of the buildings on the side, but this is it's looking pretty bad for Nerchio as far as being able to get in there anytime soon. So he's just going to do the safe, smart thing, build 7 drones at a time, build an evolution chamber. Metabolic Boost is about to finish up, but MaNa looks like he's headed for that Twilight Council Blink build. Once again, Blink Stalkers have been doing quite well for him so far, and it'll open that gateway towards Storm a little bit later on.
Yeah, not only that, but also allows him to go straight on into +2 weapons, so he can get a nice little timing push out of this. But here, look at that food supply difference right now, 76 to 46, 30 supply right now, ahead for Nerchio. And that's going to be one of those difficult walls to climb for MaNa. He's so far behind in the food supply, and at this early stage of the game, maybe a little bit later on, we're in the 100 food supply range. 30 supply is okay for MaNa, but that right now is just a little bit too much. There's a nice little macro hatchery going down here for Nerchio. Vlaire Tech is also about to finish up. So we'll see how Nerchio is able to use this advantage to really take out MaNa, or if MaNa's going to be able to claim back his food supply difference once again, like we saw against Paranoid.
Well, Nerchio, I mean, I don't know if he realizes he's got this massive food advantage, but if he does, he will probably try to capitalize on it with just roach upgrades. I see glial reconstitution, that roach speed, and another little wave of roaches coming now. With this number of hatcheries and that macro hatch about to sprout open, I would be surprised if he didn't just make a ton of roaches right now. That's just one way to stay really ahead in supply, and he doesn't actually know what MaNa's got going on inside his base. It's 114 supply against 64, which seems a little ridiculous, but MaNa's already shown us his resilience in the last couple of games, especially against Paranoid. And he doesn't have a Stargate or anything. He's going more of a traditional build here, just fast weapon upgrades. Probably going to be getting an Immortal after that Observer finishes up. Speedlings running all over the map. I was going to comment earlier, Nerchio has such good Ling spread all over this map. If you look at the mini-map, there's just little red dots all over the place, kind of like Sandstorm Mist has acne. That's just Nerchio keeping eyes everywhere, and it's.
I was gonna say he knows
great.
Everything that's not in MaNa's base.
Yeah.
That's one of those great things about being Zerg. You can split up your forces just like so and figure out everything that's happening on the map all the time.
He flew an Overseer over the main too just now and saw all
he got some really good information of what's going on, and MaNa's just been pumping out so many observers. He's got one already coming out, one already out, second one just finishing up now. And now we're gonna start to see some of those Immortals come out. +2 weapons has finished up here for MaNa. Whereas there's no upgrades out here for Nerchio just yet. +1 weapons just finishing up for him as well for melee. But here comes a bunch of roaches. But Force Field's going to delay them for now.
Yeah, he's going to catch the army outside of the Great Wall of MaNa. That could actually be really huge for Nerchio. I was going to, saying earlier, it's going to be really hard to penetrate that, but catching his army like, MaNa, what are you doing? He's spraying Force Fields all over the back there. It's a lot of energy gone. He does manage to pin them finally, but that's gonna hurt him in a couple of seconds once these things fade out, and Nerchio's gonna overrun him with roaches and lings. He did warp in another sentry there, it looks like, but oh, now the front is undefended. Wow, that wasn't even actually a full wall off, obviously, as the roaches and lings are starting to pour in now. No sentries there to drop force fields. A couple of stalkers being warped in now. Probes in huge trouble. Nerchio riding that supply advantage as I thought he would after that lair finished up. That roach speed is really all he needed, and man, just the unit placement of mana is proving to make just such a massive difference in this match. Now Blink Stalkers trying to keep alive for mana. He's really good with those Blink Stalkers, but man, there's just so many units here from Nerchio right now.
There's not even that many blinks going on in the natural, and
wow,
a huge
some Polish,
text
and
of
MaNa leaves the game.
I was wondering why he stopped microing. That's because he stopped doing anything.
Oh my goodness.